spending time with my granddad as a young kid could have influenced me a lot, especially when it comes to self-sufficient. These guys used to be like the epitome of self-sufficiency. Yeah, he was the epitome of self-sufficiency because he used to make his own moratina, and there was no single time you'd visit him and not get a rohia. Rohia is okay. When you visit a traditional Kikuyu home, they usually serve you moratina with a horn that has been specially prepared, and it's called rohia in Kikuyu. So those elders, when they used to visit him, he usually would ask me, "Hey, go get me 2 horns and come with the kibuyu, it's a jerrycan." So that's why he used to keep his alcohol. Okay, he had the other one that is being prepared. Okay, what used to happen is there were those, if you are millennial, you may remember, there were those 2 small tanks. They are the ones that were used to send milk to dairies. So he had one that he used to boil his moratina with, because okay, he had his small forest where he had like several beehives, and we used to go to harvest the honey with him. We usually used to do it at around in the evening, 7ish. He had some things that he used to fulizia to the bees. We used to call them as kids dogomuoki. If you know dogomuoki. Yeah, that's what we used to use to make the bees docile, and then from there we'd collect the honeycombs, put them somewhere for maybe transportation. The only thing that used to disgust me during that process is I wanted to eat the honey, but he used to combine the honey, the honey and those makinda, those nini called the larva, the bees that are in larva form. He used to combine them with the honey, and then he used to feed me that and tell me that is very strong. It is very strong for the bone. And then I'll be like milky everywhere. I used to feel like vomiting, but since he was eating, and he was very strong, so I had to eat it, but it was against my will. But then I remember those things in nostalgia, because my granddad died when I was like 12. So I never had like enough time to spend with him. When I was maybe older, I could have made him more knowledge. So the knowledge I rely is the memory I'm relying is the memory of maybe 7-9-year-old. Okay, as kids, you usually remember the time you spent with your mother and father. Me, I usually remember the time I spent with my granddad and grandma, because like I said, we used to stay in the same compound. Like, okay, not the same compound, because every child had been shown a place to build their house. So, but it was a walking distance, and since I was like the youngest kid there, I spent most of the time with grandma, because she needed someone to maybe to send, go get me some wood, go fetch me kitungu, go fetch me sugar, go fetch me this. Plus, my granddad was disabled, so he never used to, okay, he used to lean on a stick. So most of the time he needed help in maybe getting some things, and I was like his extended hand. So so I spent most of my early childhood with him. He also had a farm in Murang'a. Okay, we grew up in some interior village in Nakuru. In that village, we were neighboring forest, so there used to be a lot of hunting and everything. And because he had cows, he used to like slaughter. he used to slaughter a goat like monthly. One thing I can remember is he was super self-sufficient, because he never depended on, the only thing he bought was maybe sugar, tea leaves, salt. Everything else was gotten from his farm. Honey, his farm. Okay, there's no single time you would miss milk in the gourd. We used to call it iriya. And his specialty meal was ugali and maziwa mala. He never used to take anything else. Ugali and maziwa mala. And there was no single time that his gourd was without milk. because he had set himself in such a way that he had many cows, and if this one was maybe lactating, there was another one that he gonna ball, and then by the time so there was no single time that there was no cow that was being milked. So milk was in abundance in that place. Plus he had a farm, so that means, and he had another farm in Muranga where he used to get, okay, he also owned a small plantation of tea. So, and he used to go get bonus. He used to go get bonus with him. And because he was in collusion with the sister, his sister was the one who was taking care of his farm. So they used like split. I don't know how they used to get, but she also used to buy him like a bale of tea leaves. So that's what I can say about my granddad and self-sufficient. That I think that is where me becoming self-sufficient all began, because I'm even named after him. So that could influence the reason why maybe I take so much of his character. Yeah. Thank you for listening to my story. Enjoy your day.